As Jeff was talking, we're getting word that Monsanto stock has been halted pending news. Now, of course, Bayer has a better than $62 billion all-cash bid on the table. Michael Block following this and some other developments for us, one of the best market reads I know. All right, Michael, you're looking at this at Rhino Trading Partners. How do you play this Monsanto thing, that it's takeover bait, maybe not Bayer's takeover bait, but obviously it's nowhere close to the $120-some-odd that Bayer's offering. What do you think's going on?
What I think is going on is people seemed sure yesterday they were going to take the $122 bid, but late last week the talk was more about $130. This is a starting point. This is not an agreed-upon deal. It's a hostile approach. Hostile meaning, there's nothing agreed upon. They're coming after it. Monsanto will sell itself to the right bidder. They know they're in play, but they're not going to, marry the first girl they date here. They're going to say, well, now wait a minute, what else do you have for me? I'd like a bigger diamond ring, please. We have to take care of our shareholders and ourselves here. This is our one shot to do this. So, the stock's halted here. The thought is they're going to formally reject the 122 bid from Bayer. And so we'll see where it goes from here. The talk has been 130. We'll see how much it comes in. The countervailing factors are this deal will come under a lot of scrutiny, and Monsanto knows that, and Bayer knows that. And there's also going to be the question of what will Bayer shareholders think of this. There's a lot of people saying it doesn't matter what they think, but ultimately it is going to matter, and it's all going to have to weigh in to all these factors. I'm sort of watching and waiting here.
I'm shocked at that there are those who don't marry the first girl they date. But anyway, I was talking yesterday. I want to get your thoughts to Charles Plosser, the former Philadelphia Fed president, CEO. And he was commenting on the near inevitability of a rate hike next month. I want you to react to this. This is Plosser from yesterday.
I think the Fed has established kind of the groundwork, I think, if you will, for if things continue to improve, that they want to get back on their plan of normalizing rates. So actually I think the data has been pretty good. The first quarter seemed to have been sort of an anomaly, and there was a lot of volatility. A lot of that seems to have sort of calmed down, and I think the Fed's sort of looking for some good news.
What do you think of that?
Well, that was from yesterday, huh?
Yeah.
That could have been from any point in the past 5.5 years, as far as I'm concerned. And
so look at the news today, right, on home sales, 60.6%. That greased the skids, didn't it?
That's a good one. The Richmond Fed wasn't so good. The initial jobless claims numbers haven't been so good.
You don't think they're inclined to hike?
I don't think they're primed to hike. We could talk about the data being good or bad. The important thing here, Neil, is they're not data dependent. If they were data dependent, they'd be listening to Charles Plosser. They would have listened to him back in 2011, 2012, 13. They would have started raising rates sooner. This is not about that. We're hearing that, and they're puffing their chests out, saying things are better. And you can say, yeah, this data point's better, that data point's better. These three are not, though. The point is, they had the chance in data dependence. They missed it, telling me they're not data dependent. Plosser has been hawkish all along. He's a tunnel vision macroeconomist, a brilliant one with an esteemed career that we can only hope to emulate. But the fact of the matter is, he's not the guy pushing the button here. Yellen is still the button pusher here. Well, she's going to talk about data dependence, but when you get down to it, she cares about asset prices.
Okay.
That's what this matters.
Michael, I'm interrupting you to get back to your thoughts that you keenly predicted. Monsanto has indeed rejected Bayer's current proposal. Incomplete, financially inadequate, says the company is open to establishing a potential path forward, i.e., presumably a higher price. What do you make of that, real quick?
Sure, and Monsanto can say, okay, Bayer, what else do you have? There's been talk of other bidders. BASF, also out of Germany. Some people have mentioned them. I'm not so sure about that. Dow and DuPont here in the United States, of course, are very busy with their own merger and then split off into 3 companies. And as for Chinese buyers, that will come under a lot of scrutiny, as we've seen Exxon Florio and otherwise.
Bayer or Bayer? What do you call it?
I'm calling it Bayer because I grew up saying Bayer. I know Bayer is correct, and I apologize.
No, we're not going to cede to what the Germans want us to say. All right, thank you, my friend. Michael Block, Rhino Trading Partners. This guy is so good. I love talking to him.